Well, hi there, everybody, and good Thursday morning to you, and Merry Christmas to all of you out there as we celebrate Christmas Eve today, Christmas Day tomorrow, and you know what? For those that were hoping for a white Christmas, or at least a white Christmas Eve, many of you have gotten your wish. We have already seen snowfall start to wind down here in central Nebraska after that early morning snow. It is shifting off towards the east and will continue to do so through the morning hours. By the noon hour, most of us in central Nebraska are done with the snow. Even out towards the Lincoln area will be kind of winding down. It may linger into the early afternoon. Meanwhile, sun will try to work its way through into the area during the afternoon hours. We'll see plenty of sun out towards the west, but it will be fairly chilly, especially those areas that have seen 1, 2, 3 inches of snow from this quick hit of snowfall. It was much more impressive than expected. Then as we head into tonight, we'll initially start off with mostly clear skies and then see increasing clouds later in the night. Could even see some light precipitation late tonight into early tomorrow morning, the best chances off towards the northwest. And then as we get into tomorrow, small chance of very light drizzle or rain, maybe even a few flakes of snow tomorrow morning. Better chances the farther north and northwest that you go. Fairly chilly day, although maybe a few degrees warmer, especially to the south here. Some warmer air tries to sneak in. We could see more 40s. But then that's kind of the last of it, because you'll notice a cold front kind of behind our banner there. That's going to bring falling temperatures on Saturday and much colder air that's going to stick around for the rest of your 7-day forecast. Meanwhile, another snowstorm is going to start to get going as we head towards Friday night into Saturday, with the biggest impacts being in the northwest part of the viewing area. That's round number 2 of what could potentially be 3 rounds of snowfall that will affect us here, starting the one we've seen today, the one over the weekend, and then maybe another one next week, which we'll get into here in just a bit. So again, this isn't completely accurate because we've already seen 2.5 inches of snow here in the Hastings area. So I'm kind of going with a 1 to 3 inch range for snowfall here for central and eastern Nebraska for this early snowfall. And then our next round will come in over the weekend, Friday night into Saturday. The biggest impacts will be in north central and northwestern portions of the viewing area. We could be talking about 4 to 8 inches of snow for some locations. We could even see an additional half inch or inch of snow around the Tri-Cities with this next round that comes through on Saturday here. But actually, it will start to clear out by Saturday night and into Sunday. So it'll be mostly a Friday night and a Saturday time frame. Shouldn't be a major issue until you get in the northwest part of the viewing area. And those are areas where a winter storm watch is in place from noon Friday until 6 o'clock Saturday. For our viewing area, Boyd, Kippaw County, and Brown County, and then just outside of that, Sheridan and Cherry counties also included. Now, for this morning through the noon hour, winter weather advisories in place for places like Dodge, Saunders, Lancaster County, Saline, Seward, and Butler County. And then farther east from there, we're looking at that going until 2 o'clock this afternoon for that, again, that 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. As for temperatures for today, most of us will top out in the 30s. Again, that very early snow will be looking at decreasing clouds during the day here to the north. To the west, mostly sunny skies, mid to upper 30s. In the south, again, the very early snow winding down and then decreasing clouds, anything from the mid 30s to the lower 40s here in the south. And to the east, temperatures will top out in the mid to upper 30s and lower 40s. Mostly cloudy for most locations with some snow mainly during the morning hours, should be winding down this afternoon. Then your 7-day forecast, lots to talk about. Again, tomorrow, very light rain for your Christmas day. Light moisture, I should say, maybe light snow or light drizzle. It's not going to be much, maybe a little more off towards the northwest. Friday night to Saturday, a little bit of light drizzle or freezing drizzle Friday night, and then changing over to snow as that colder air works in during the day. Saturday, it will become windy. Again, heavier snow the farther northwest that you go. Dry conditions Saturday night through Sunday night now, but it will remain on the cold side, especially those overnight lows. And then Monday, big time questions in place. Right now there are 3 long-range forecast models I'm looking at. There's the Canadian forecast model, the American forecast model, and the European forecast model. The Canadian and the American forecast model are in agreement and keep the main snow off to our east. It's going to be a mess to our south and eventually off to our east Sunday into Monday. So if you have travel plans to those locations, be prepared for messy travel conditions. Here in Nebraska, the big question is, will we see something? If those 2 models pan out, probably not anything other than maybe extreme southeast Nebraska for Monday. But if the European forecast model pans out, we could be talking about maybe some heavy snow for central and eastern Nebraska. So I have a 40% chance right now. I'm not going any higher because of the uncertainty in the forecast that will linger into Monday night if it does happen. And then Tuesday into Tuesday night, going to keep a small chance of snow around here before winding down early on Wednesday. But it does stay on the cold side as we head through the early and middle parts of next week. So again, many question marks in place for early next week. I still can't give you a definitive answer. Continue to stay posted to social media and of course watch the different weathercasts on the news here in the coming days. Hopefully things will start to come into agreement with the forecast model so we get into next week. But hey, as I said, many of you may be looking at a white Christmas because not all the snow will melt off, especially where we saw some heavier snow here earlier this morning. Things kind of winding down gradually through the day. But be very careful out there. I will be back on Monday, but of course I'll be posting on social media at times as we head through the upcoming holiday weekend ahead of us. So, of course, you want to stay tuned to that as well. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. We will see you next week as we wind down the 2015 calendar year. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. Have a good one.